Next on Bobcat Blastoff, we'll tell you why number 13 made 13 a lucky number for the Eunice Bobcats. We'll also tell you what head coach Paul Trosclair had to say about this upcoming semifinal matchup versus the Hammond Tornadoes. That and a lot more next on week number 14 of Bobcat Blastoff. Hello, everyone. I'm John Beltran. Does it get more exciting than this? A home contest for the first time in 12 years. The Bobcats are in this position and have a chance to go back to the Superdome. Of course, 12 years ago they couldn't do it, but that was on the road. They are in the Prairie Cajun capital this week. Bobcat Stadium is the site. Kickoff is just in a few minutes. Let's talk about what happened last week, because you want to talk exciting. That was thrilling over at Bastrop, a 31-22 victory. Here's how it started. The Bastrop Rams took the kickoff, and boy, they ran the football for just about the entire game. Jeremy Miles was the star of this game, but their lead running back was actually Ivory Brown, a man who would later get injured with a sprained ankle in the first quarter, but he certainly was healthy early on in the game.
The backs in an eye, two receivers to the right. Looked like some motion, but it's not called. And a first down and a big gainer by number 32, Ivory Brown. He is carrying tacklers all the way to about the 20-yard line.
2 plays later, it was Brown for 18.
Handoff is to Brown. First down. He's breaking in the open field. He's tackled near the goal line. He's down at around the 1.
2 plays later, more running.
There's a sneak, and I don't believe it. It is in the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown, John Brandon.
That was a shorter run. John Brandon's 2-yard run gave Bastrop a 6-0 lead. After a Eunice offsides penalty, the ball was at the 1-yard line, so the Bastrop Rams, who had decided to go for the 2-point conversion anyway, had a shorter distance to go.
Quarterback sneak, he's in. Easily. John Brandon scores without any problem.
Eunice trailed 8-0, but the Bobcats have responded all season after a 10-yard run by Tim Freeman and a 1-yard scamper by Donnie Bollock. Actually, it was just a sneak. Then they gave the ball to Freeman again. How long would he go? How about the distance?
Bollock this time will hand off to Reed right side. He's got a hole. He breaks it to the outside. Reed in the open field. 35-40. He might get taken the distance to the 40, the 35, the 30. Tim Freeman is going to go all the way. 79 yards for Tim Freeman. And Eunice draws to within 2.
Despite the errant call at the beginning of the play, of course, it was Tim Freeman, who already in this ballgame had 89 yards on just 2 carries. The Bobcats trailed 8-6, and guess who would get the football on the 2-point conversion?
Freeman with a handoff, trying to sweep it to the outside. He'll score easy. The 2-point conversion is good for Eunice, as Tim Freeman has done it all with the help of the offensive line, of course, in the first quarter.
And the game was tied at 8. Bastrop then took the football at their own 19 and started on a very long journey down the football field. As a matter of fact, 15 plays, and here were 5 rather lengthy runs.
He will hand it off in the middle, and another big gainer out to about the 27, 28-yard line. Here's a handoff again. This is Miles. It's a first down. He's got big yardage again. He's out to about the 36. The tackle made by Carl Green along with Roy Freeman. Brandon off a draw play up the middle. That's going to be a first down for Miles to the 40, the 35. He is tackled at the 31-yard line by Roy Freeman. Here's the handoff to Miles up the middle, straight up the middle. He's got 8 yards before he's hit. The handoff to Miles. Miles first down, still on his feet, right through the left side before being tripped up.
Those 5 runs would total 50 yards and would set up this Bastrop touchdown.
Here's the handoff to Miles, right through the middle. He's got a first down. He has got a touchdown.
So the Rams led 14-8. They would go for 2 points again. However, the Bobcat defense stiffened on this opportunity, so they missed it. Rams led 14-8. Eunice took over possession of the football at their own 40-yard line. Excellent field position, and they went to work on their first play.
Bollock hands off to Freeman, trying to sweep to the right side. He's got yardage to the 45, cuts back in. Did he fumble the football? He did, but apparently it either went out of bounds or he recovered it.
On the next play, it was Tim Freeman again.
Donnie will hand off to Freeman again, sweeping right side, first down to the 50. Freeman is still loose. He's at the 45-yard line.
The Bobcats were able to generate a first down off that play, and then Jeremy Reed got the football.
In motion is Pettigo. Hand off in the middle to Reed. Reed in the open field to the 30, all the way down to the 26-yard line, just a yard short of the first down.
However, their next 2 plays would lose a yard, so it was 4th and short. Who would get the football trying to generate that first down for Eunice?
Hands off to Freeman. Freeman is wide open in the open field. He may score. Freeman is all the way down inside the 10-yard line as he swept it to the left.
So with the Bobcats knocking on the door and vying for the tying touchdown, Donnie Bollock then would suffer through this play.
Looked like a quick snap, and I don't know what happened there.
A whole bunch of mess is what happened on that play, John. Poor execution on that play by the Eunice Bobcats.
I think that was another fumble, and it was.
Oh, goodness.
And Bastrop has it.
Now, despite the fact that Bastrop got the football, the Bobcats did run 9 plays for 49 yards, setting up poor field position for the Rams at their own 6-yard line. The Rams ran 3 plays for 9 yards. It was 4th and 1. Then a 5-yard penalty by the Rams set them back even further. They were forced to punt when this huge mistake occurred in the end zone.
Perfect snap, heavy rush, and it looks like he dropped the ball. He dropped the ball. It's loose in the end zone. Touchdown, Eunice!
And the game was tied at 14. The Bobcats tried for the extra point, but Derek Myers mishandled the snap from center. He rolled out, tried to throw a pass to Harry Frank. Actually, there was interference in the end zone. It wasn't called. The pass fell incomplete, so the score was tied at 14. Bastrop would get 2 more possessions offensively, Eunice with 1. Neither team could really move the football, so the halftime score, Bastrop 14, Eunice 14. Total yardage in the first half, the Rams with 173, the Bobcats with 143, so a very even game so far. Eunice would receive the second half kickoff after it went out of bounds at their own 35-yard line. They ran 3 plays, but nothing doing, 3 and out. And then Bastrop got the football. They ran 5 plays and 2 penalties. Really hurt them on this particular drive, so they punted it back over to the Bobcats, who took over in bad field position at their own 13-yard line. But 12 plays down the field would net a lot of yards for the Bobcats, and here was the third play from scrimmage.
Like hands off to Freeman. Freeman tries the left side. Freeman first down, still on his feet. Across the 30, he nearly broke it, but he stumbled it around the 25. And that is a 13-yard gain for number 44, Tim Freeman.
On the next play, it was Donnie Bollock on a busted play.
Bollock loses the ball, gets it back, now is running it up the middle. Bollock's got some big-time yardage. He's free to the 50-yard line.
After a 13-yard run by Joe Swallow, placing the ball at the Bastrop 37-yard line, Donnie Bollock then ran again.
Donnie Bollock on the option runs left. He's got some daylight, some running room. He's got maybe a first down out near the far sideline at about the 25-yard line.
Chip Malvo would also get involved in the action.
Now the handoff to Chip Malvo left side. He cuts inside. He's got a first down, still on his feet. And he was lunging inside the 15, perhaps to around the 13-yard line.
However, Eunice would face trouble, a 4th and 3 situation deep in Bastrop territory when this happened.
4th and 3. Bollock will hand off to Freeman. I don't think he's going to get it. He's hitting the backfield. He fumbles the football, and it doesn't matter who recovers it because Bastrop will have the football regardless.
But the Bobcat defense responded again. The Rams took over at their own 11-yard line and ran just 3 plays and punted it back over to Eunice, and for the second consecutive possession, the Bobcats were able to run off 12 plays. Would they score this time? We'll find out in just a second. There were a couple of big plays on this drive. Here's one of them.
3rd down and 3 from their own 43. Freeman in motion. Handoff in the middle. First down by Jeremy Reed to the 50. Still on his feet to the 48-yard line.
A 15-yard face-masking penalty would place the ball at the 33-yard line of Bastrop when Tim Freeman got the football.
1st and 10 from the 33. Freeman in motion. He'll get the handoff, trying to hit the left side. He's at the 30. He's still on his feet. 25. Trying to break it free, but is tackled at about the 22-yard line. That's a gain of 11 and a first down, and now a late flag.
And that flag was against the Bastrop Rams, an 11-yard personal foul penalty, placing the ball half the distance to the goal line, and the Bobcats were in business trying to take a 7-point lead. They were able to get a first down at the 1-yard line. As a matter of fact, they were just a few inches away from a touchdown when they were called for a penalty. The drive stalled after another mishandled snap, so Donnie Bollock would attempt a 24-yard field goal.
Here's the snap. The kick is up. It's high enough, and it is good.
And the Bobcats led 17-14. The Rams would take over at their own 20-yard line after Bollock line drive the kickoff all the way in the end zone. However, was Bastrop able to move the ball down the field? Here's the answer.
Miles with a handoff, tries the left side. He's in the open field. Miles still on his feet to the 45. Kyrus Hebert trying to tackle him. He is dragged out of bounds at about the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and another Bastrop first down.
Jeremy Miles, 4 plays later, would gain even more.
The pitch right to Miles. Miles looking for a seam. Miles to the 35, up to the 30, 25, 20. Miles still on his feet, down at the 15-yard line. Looked like that might have been number 9, Roy Guillory, who might have had the touchdown-saving tackle.
At this point, the Bobcats called a timeout to try to compose themselves, but it didn't help.
Well, you know they're going to run Miles. He's going to score right here. Touchdown for Bastrop. Touchdown for Bastrop from 15 yards out.
And that flag that my broadcast partner Barry Spears was yelling about was a celebration penalty against Bastrop. So with a score 20-17, the Rams tried a 2-point conversion from the Eunice 18-yard line. And guess what? They would convert.
I'm sorry, the two-point conversion here. Back to throws, Brandon throws. Pass is going to be caught. Got it. Caught. The two-point conversion is successful.
So with 4 minutes and 17 seconds remaining in the Eunice season, perhaps they trailed by 5 points, but their senior quarterback, Donnie Bollock, stepped to the forefront.
In motion is Pettigo. Bollock will take it himself. He's got some running room. 40, 45, 50. Donnie Bollock might go to 50. 30, 25, 20. Donnie Bollock is gone. Donnie Bollock is gone.
Unbelievable flags over there. What's this about?
71 yards by Donnie Bollock.
And with the extra point, the Bobcats would lead 24-22. That Bastrop would then get the kickoff at their own 21-yard line, and after an 8-yard loss of an errant pitch by quarterback John Brandon to running back Jeremy Miles, placing the ball at the 13, Brandon threw 2 incomplete passes, setting up 4th and 18.
Brandon back to throw. He's got time. He throws across the middle. Pass is incomplete.
So the Bobcats took over an excellent field position at the 13-yard line of Bastrop. However, Tim Freeman lost 3 yards on the first play. Freeman was able to gain 7 on the second play, but Donnie Bollock lost 5 on the third play. So this set up 4th and goal from the 14-yard line. The Bastrop Rams called all 3 timeouts, thus having no timeouts left. How would the Bobcats be able to score on 4th and goal from the 14 when Donnie Bollock hadn't completed a pass all day? Would you believe it?
Will hand off. No, he'll take it himself. And no, the wraparound play to Freeman. He scores off the wraparound. Tim Freeman. Off the wraparound, Tim Freeman.
And with the extra point, the Bobcats took a 31-22 lead with just over 2.5 minutes remaining. The Bastrop Rams would drive the ball down the field, but time ran out. It was too late, and the Bobcats advanced to the semifinals, improving to 13-0 on the season. The Bastrop Rams end their season with a record of 8 wins and 5 losses. Total yardage in the second half for Bastrop, 135, for Eunice, 214 in the ballgame. Bastrop with 308 yards of total offense, and the Eunice Bobcats with 357. And we'll return with more of Bobcat Blastoff following these messages on KEUN KJJB Supersports.
Love the way you shut that offense down.
G&H Seed Company, 141 East Walnut in Eunice, is headquarters for the farmer, the rancher, and the home gardener. At G&H, we sell seed rice, soybean seeds, fertilizer, chemicals, and everything for the farmer that you'll need for a great crop. G&H now offers precision agriculture, helping the farmer with a complete dialysis for a better and more productive crop. G&H Seed Company, the farmer's best friend. Call us at 457-2862, G&H Seed Company.
Ken Belfort at Kent's Auto Sales says if you're in the market for a good used car, he can put the keys in your hand and you'll drive away in the car of your choice from his large selection. He's at a new location on Highway 13 across from Express Lane. Stop in and look over the big selection of used cars and trucks. There's one sure to fit your budget. And if you're in the market to sell your used car, he'll pay top dollar for clean used vehicles in your trade-in. See Ken Belfort at Kent's Auto Sales or give him a call at 457-2350.
Cat's place is in the dome. The Tornado's place is home, sweet home. The law office of Pishu and Robinson salutes the players, coaches, spirit groups, and fans of Eunice High on a great season. Regardless of the outcome of the game, your enthusiasm, dedication, and unfailing sportsmanship show that the Bobcats are winners both on and off the field. Good luck, Cats!
We're back on Bobcat Blastoff. I would discover after my interview with the coach that the audio did not come through clear with the equipment we were using, but I was able to get the gist of the interview with the coach. I asked him, did last week's win over Bastrop on the road in the mud and trailing 3 different times throughout the course of the game help prepare them for this game? He said it's one of the most enjoyable wins he's ever been associated with, and although he was miserable at times during the game, it was enjoyable when the clock read 0, and he hopes it prepares them for this week because it certainly cannot hurt his ball club. I then asked him, are you placing more of an emphasis on the passing game against Hammond since they were unable to pass the ball against Bastrop? He says he plans on throwing the football more and thinks it will help them. Of course, he'll be able to use that because of the dry track. Has your team improved strength-wise physically throughout the course of the season? And I asked him this question because Tim Freeman has been able to bounce off people instead of falling down after being hit off initial contact, and he has gotten stronger as well as the rest of the team. The coach said the team lifts twice a week and has made some gains from last year to this year, and they've gotten a lot stronger, and it's made a big difference. Will he alter his strategy defensively against Hammond, considering Bastrop's dominating performance with a running game? The coach said we made a couple of adjustments, but the coach feels that Bastrop's performance had more to do with their execution and big offensive line and less with his own team. Bobby Hamus and Philip Isaac will rotate with Joe Swallow to make it easier for him in the middle. In 2 prior games against Sam Houston and Leesville, where the defense allowed a minimum of 20 points, they came back the following week and performed very well. So in light of last week's game, the defense should respond again. Well, the coach told me he hopes so. We have a lot of pride on our football team. We wouldn't be 13-0 if we didn't, and we talked to the guys this week about redeeming themselves a little bit this week. That's a big factor. Then I asked him, the team really wasn't too hippity-hop and too excited after last week's game because they've yet to reach their main goal, which, of course, is the state championship. The coach said part of that was due to the exhaustion playing on the wet field with the kind of football team we faced. Our guys are focused. We know we have to take care of Hammond, or our season's over, and our seniors are not ready for the season to end yet. Then I told him that the team seems to be more disciplined, committing lesser penalties in the last 2 games. The coach said, yes, they've been playing a lot better in the playoffs, and he's only concerned about his team committing stupid penalties. Now, I told the coach that for the first time in his career as a head football coach, he's coaching in the month of December, and it must be a thrill for him personally. He said it's been a fantastic season. I've enjoyed all of it. I can't enjoy it as much as I'd like to right now. I'm a little bit nervous for this game tomorrow night, but it's been a wonderful season. Then we talked about Hammond. I told the coach, tell me something about the team. They knocked you out last year 24-10. What did the players think about them this year? And the coach said they have a lot of respect for Hammond. Hammond has a great coaching staff, a well-prepared football team. They made a change on offense in the middle of the season. They haven't lost since then. They run an offense similar to ours, which is more ball control, and they don't make as many mistakes as they did earlier in the season. That's why their record was poor early in the season. They have a great football team. It's going to be quite a battle. And I asked him, do you feel your team has an advantage because Hammond has played weaker playoff opponents in McMain, Morgan City, and O.P. Walker? The coach said, well, we hope that's an advantage, but you never are quite sure if it is or not. When a team is playing well like Hammond, sometimes it really doesn't matter. We hope that's an edge, but we have had 2 wars in the last 2 weeks, so we're ready for another fourth-quarter game, and I hope it's a plus for us. Finally, all the intangibles are with you this week, Coach. Cool, dry, and at home. It really can't be any better. Coach Trosclair said we have everything we need. We just have to go out and play football like we can, and I think that's the biggest thing. And once you step on the field, you forget about everything else, and you have to play football, and that's what we're worried about right now. Can't blame him. It's the biggest football game of his head coaching career. We'll be back with more Bobcat Blastoff following these messages on your home of Eunice Bobcat Playoff Football. You are listening to none other than KEUN KJJB Supersports.
The Sacred Heart Gift Shop, 147 Bobcat Drive in the Westgate Shopping Center, is the place to shop for Christmas. A beautiful rosary is a wonderful gift for Mom. The Sacred Heart Gift Store has the largest selection of rosaries in this area. Other suggestions are religious music on tape or CD, beautiful Bibles, T-shirts, plus a huge selection of gifts that are sure to please. For Christmas this year, visit with Colleen, Dot, Josie, and Monica at the Sacred Heart Gift Shop, where the gift wrapping is free.
When you buy life insurance, the key is confidence. Confidence in the company, confidence in the agent. State Farm agent Kendall Fontenot has earned the confidence of a lot of people just like you by the way he's taking care of their car and home insurance needs. His policyholders are confident that State Farm Life Insurance provides the same great combination of dependable protection and personal service that they're accustomed to in their car and homeowners insurance. Ask Kendall Fontenot about State Farm Life Insurance for your way of living.
When you need dozer or backhoe work, there's only one name to remember, Jack Sanders Trucking and Construction. When you need land clear to general hauling, Jack Sanders Trucking and Construction. When you need dirt, sand, gravel, or limestone, Jack Sanders Trucking and Construction. Our fleet of trucks includes dump trucks, flatbeds, and lowboys. We've been doing it right for 15 years. We're Jack Sanders Trucking and Construction. Call us at 546-6259. That's 546-6259, Jack Sanders Trucking and Construction Company of Eunice.
Only 20 teams remain in contention for 5 state titles. Let's tell you about some of those teams right now in Class 5A. Shaw's at 11-1. They will host Karen Crow at 12-1. The winner of that game will play the winner of Jesuit at West Monroe. West Monroe is the number 1 team in Class 5A at 12-0. They are hosting Jesuit, who is 10-1. In Class 4A, of course, the winner of this Hammond-Eunice game will take on the winner of John Curtis at Broadmoor. These 2 teams are combined 24-1. Broadmoor's at home in this game. They are 13-0. The John Curtis Patriots are at 11-1. In Class 3A, the number 12 team in the country, according to USA Today, and the number 1 team in the state, Evangel, at 13-0, will host St. James at 10-3. The winner of that game takes on the winner of Independence and Farmerville. That game being played in Farmerville. They are 10-3. Independence is undefeated. They are 13-0. Speaking of undefeateds, Class 2A, Port Barry, the number 1 team in the state, they are hosting Oak Grove at 11-2, and West St. John will take on the winner of that game, or Ouachita Christian. West St. John is 12-1. Ouachita Christian is 12-1. That game is being played at Ouachita Christian. And finally, in Class 1A, 13-0 Logansport travels to 12-1 Kentwood. The winner of that game will play the winner of Central Catholic Southern Lab. That game being played at Southern Lab. They are 10-3, and the defending 1A champions, Central Catholic, however, is the number 1 team in the state with a record of 12 wins and 0 losses. We'll be back with more pregame coverage, and that's following this timeout on your home of Eunice Bobcat football. This is KEUN KJJB Supersports.
When Turner's Downtown Conoco and Tire Center thinks of a Grand Classic, what do you think comes to mind? No, not an old movie or a car, but a Cooper Lifeliner Grand Classic STE all-season radio tire. Like that old movie or car, it's a tire you're going to remember for a long time, just like the 80,000-mile treadwear protection limited warranty that goes with it. For a smooth, quiet ride and excellent traction in all weather conditions, see a local authorized Cooper dealer, Turner's Downtown Conoco and Tire Center, and ask for the Cooper Lifeliner Grand Classic STE, grand performance and classic style.
Pure gold means good old rock and roll. KJJB FM Eunice, Louisiana's Prairie Cajun capital.
We're country and Cajun. Proud of it, too. We're KEUN Eunice.